that we live this life in the moment, but the future's unknown and the stories are yet to be told.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. So this video is going to be about PCOS and protein. So let's look at this study first. It's from the American Society for Nutrition. It's a 60-day PCOS and protein trial. So study group A ate a diet consisting of 40% protein, 30% fat, and 30% carbs. And keep in mind that these are all women with PCOS and hormonal problems. Study group B ate the standard American diet of 15% protein, 30% fat, and 55% carbs. So both groups A and B avoided simple sugars like coconut sugar, maple syrup, honey, and table sugar. Stevia was allowed. So both groups also had help from a nutritionist, so they were both eating very healthy diets. Group A was also told to eat whole grains and whole grain bread. So the two differences were that Group A was higher protein and they were told to eat whole grains, and Group B was lower protein and they were not told to eat whole grains. So what are the results of this study? So Group A lost 17 pounds and Group B lost 7 pounds. Keep in mind, Group A is the high protein and whole grains diet. So for the waist circumference, and this measures body fat, Group A lost 14 pounds of body fat and Group B lost 4.5 pounds of body fat. Group A also improved their blood glucose. So keep in mind that in the study, when they were talking about fats, they were talking about including healthy fats. And so for a vegan, this would be nuts, seeds, and avocado. So if you're coming from the high-carb, low-fat vegan community, I know this can sound kind of crazy to up your protein intake. I'm not talking about upping your protein intake to 30%. I'm just telling you to add a little bit more protein into your diet. And so the next page is going to talk about adding more protein into your diet. So reduce the size of meals and snacks so that you are satisfied but not over full when eating. The hormone changes with PCOS can add to this, increasing the difficulty of feeling satisfied when eating. This means you become accustomed to eating more food than you need. And so I get a lot of questions about this, about if you should calorie restrict or not when you are trying to lose weight and you have PCOS. And you should not calorie restrict. You should just add more protein into your diet, and that'll help you stay fuller for longer. So become aware of why you eat. Many people have forgotten how to eat when actually hungry and stop when satisfied, not too full. My suggestion for you to stop overeating is to eat your vegetables first, then eat your protein, and then eat your carb. And I would eat about half the amount of carbs that you're used to eating if you think you're overeating on carbs. Wait 30 minutes, drink a glass of water, and see if you're still hungry. So natural PCOS treatments are powerful and I recommend them, and I have videos about them. So increasing our healthy protein is a great step. We know this helps us subconsciously eat less calories, improves our blood sugar balance, helps us to maintain our muscle mass, which is important for our fat burning ability and metabolism. So the more muscle you have, the more fat you are going to be burning. So before you go out and buy a protein powder, I want you to know that not all protein powders are created equal. Some are supplements and others are whole foods. So I don't want you to waste your money, so please watch the next part of this video and I'll kind of go a little bit more into detail on what I'm talking about. So I was using this brand before I found out what the difference between a supplement and a whole food was. So I thought this was a whole food because if you look at the label, it says added protein, sprouted quinoa, pumpkin seeds, brown rice, and hemp. So everything looks natural. It says it has probiotics in it, greens, and superfoods. But if you look at the back of the label, it actually says that it is a supplement. And you can tell that by the nutrition label. If it says supplement facts, it has artificial ingredients in it. If it says nutritional facts, it is a whole food. So the next one is actually a whole food. It is BioRaya. It is superfood protein medley, sprouted chia seeds, spirulina, sprouted brown rice, protein hemp powder, and chlorella. And this one actually takes on the taste of whatever you put it into. It's one of my favorite brands, although it is kind of pricey. So if you're on a budget, I'll give you some other options. So as you can see on the back, it says nutrition facts. It does not say supplement facts. So this next part is from the FDA. So conventional foods are foods that are not dietary supplements. A dietary supplement is a product taken by mouth that is intended to supplement the diet and that contains one or more dietary ingredients. So if it is meant to supplement the diet, it should not be used as a meal replacement. So that's why a lot of the shakes that say supplements on the back, I recommend that you don't use them as a meal replacement. So if you're wanting a smoothie in the morning for breakfast because it's easier, I would go ahead and go for one of the whole food brands that I recommend. So on the bottom it says dietary supplements must be labeled as such and must not be represented for use as a conventional food or as the sole item of a meal. And so a lot of these protein shakes are saying that they are meal replacements, and they are not. So if you want a meal replacement, like I said, you want to go for some of the whole foods brands that I suggest. So guys, these supplements are not 100% whole foods. On the back, they will say supplement facts. And so these do have artificial ingredients. Don't be fooled by the labels. Yes, these aren't necessarily very bad for you, but they are not whole foods. So now these are actual whole foods, and they don't have any artificial ingredients. There's the Oreo one I was talking about. There's the Vitacost hemp protein mix, which is $9.99. Buy one, get one half off. It's by far the best deal, and it's the one I add into my oatmeal. So you have this Green's Dream, but this is by Philosophia, and that one's the most expensive. It's $49.99, and it only has 10 grams of protein. The next one is the Nutiva brand, and it's the hemp powder. It's $12.29. You can also get the hemp seeds. And this one is kind of a little bit more expensive at a grocery store, but it's more affordable online. So if you hate protein smoothies, here are some ways you can add more protein into your diet. So you can add hemp powder into your hot breakfast cereals. You can also add hemp seeds or chia seeds. You can add hemp powder into your homemade salad dressings and sauces. It thickens them up and gives them a nice nutty texture. Add hemp and chia seeds to your Buddha bowls. You can add hemp seeds or powder into your homemade milks. Hemp and coconut milk go really well together. As always, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a blessed day.